Well, come out a while ago, which I already knew this was coming. Got a wet and cloudy day today. Anyway, there's things that if you're messing with bees, it gives you time to clean up a few things if you can. And so I come out here to my old shelter in my shop building, which everything's all strewed and messed up. But anyway, there's all my bee stuff I took out of my truck yesterday. But anyway, got this old comb here. I've scraped most of it off. Still got pupa cells in it. What I do with it is I take that little air compressor right there, and then over there in the other building I got a little heat gun, and what I do is take and run the heat across the top of this, and then what I do is take the air compressor, and as it starts to raise, you'll notice it'll change a little bit on these cells, and you can start spraying the first few with a little air compressor with a little nozzle on it. And let's see, I got it over here. This little nozzle right here, you know, you can tell it's done it many times. And anyway, you run it back and forth while you got the heat gun on. Don't get it too hot because that plastic or whatever will buckle. And once you get the first part of it come loose, it'll blow off pretty easy. So I got all these here, and then I got 4 boxes there full that I need to clean up. And over here's where I put my old frames at, this broken stuff. And I get up here on this old ragged desk, and shelf, and start putting everything back together. There's an old smoker. The bellows is busted on it. I taped it and used it as much as I could. And oops, that bright light. And this is a new one that I got that I'm gonna put on this one to replace it. I got another smoker that I use. But anyway, this is where I kind of do a whole lot of, you can tell, junk in here. There's wax I've melted there, and take this roller, and then I roll these foundations after I blow the pupa cells and stuff off. I roll them on both sides pretty thick. Then I put them back in the box, and mostly use them for honey frames, you know, with an excluder. And I try not to put many of them in the brood, so I won't have that same situation I got there. And then out here under my shop, you might have seen this before. This is some boxes I need to clean up. I need to, there's some old frames. I need to go through these, scrape all the propolis and get the old wax out of them, get all this propolis off. And all on here, I got a bunch of them. And that bag there is full of wax. This plastic container right here was an old water softener container that held the salt, and this full. So I need to melt that down. And if you look up under there, I got a little fish cooker under there. I use that. And I don't know where my old pot is. Right offhand, it's in here somewhere. But I got a pot right here I picked up that somebody had thrown at the trash dump. And there ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't got no holes in it, and that's ideal for stuff like melting comb and all in. But then there's some boxes right there that I need to clean up a little bit. And a lot of times what I do is I take like this old basket, and when I found this at the trash, and what I do is reach down in this pot, so I pour it in there to get the debris out, and then I take all the debris that I get out and leave all the liquid behind. When I melt it down, I throw it in one of these trash bags right here, and it can get pretty heavy when you pull them out. But anyway, that's stuff that I try to get done on a rainy day or when I get a little bit of spare time. But anyway, The bees, they're not doing a whole lot today. I'm looking out here, nothing much going on, but on these few, but this is just the ones at my house that I help babysit a little bit. But anyway, just want to show you a little thing to do every now and then. And me and Alan and Elizabeth, we run into times we really need to get on this stuff, and other things take a lot of time out of, take the place of it. Right there is all capped honey. I kept this out, some of it to feed back to the bees, but I can also uncap it and strain it out when we need it, because we're starting getting a little low on the honey supply that we sell to people. So anyway, and the wax and stuff. But anyway, just a little quick video. Okay, everybody have a blessed day.